This is a Singer 603E. I'm sorry, it's not a 603E, it's a 603 auto reel. And yes, there is a difference. The E model has a different bobbin winder engagement than the auto reel. The auto reel uses the push button there that you see on the deck to engage the bobbin winder, which is a wind in place little deal. You push that button when you're ready to wind, and it winds right in place. And I have tested the bobbin winder, and it works smoothly as can be. A lot of these are grumpy, and a lot of them don't work properly unless you know, they're adjusted just right. So I make sure I test every bobbin winder in the Touch and Sews. This is an all-metal, gear-driven machine. No belt, no plastic gears. The 600 and the 603 models were the only all-metal Touch and Sews besides very, very few 626s and, of course, the 604 straight stitch. Uses cams for its designs. It must have the zigzag cam in place to do the zigzag stitch. The zigzag cam is included. With this machine, which is a slant needle machine, and it's in good cosmetic condition, it's tabletop ready. With this machine, you get the slant needle buttonholer, slant needle buttonholer in its own little Jetson type case. You get a box of accessories, and you get with 8 cams in it, and then you get an additional box of cams. And you also get the instruction manual. Now the instruction manual has come apart. It's clipped together. It's come apart at the spine, but it is original. And the accessories will be pictured nicely in the photos, so check them out. You get pretty much everything that came with it when you bought it new. I'm going to sew a little bit here. Sew some fabric for you. Now, because this is an all-metal machine and it's gear-driven, this machine can do a little heavier project, in my opinion, than most other Touch and Sews. Plus, you know, this one, you don't have to worry about shattering a gear in the middle of a project either. Now, this has adjustable needle position, stitch length adjustment, and stitch width adjustment, as well as reverse. It's a nice, smooth running machine, just service. You can put it in a cabinet or carrying case if you'd like, using the rear mailing holes. Otherwise, it's, like I said, tabletop ready. Makes a nice stitch, and actually this one's not too bad for tension. A lot of them require a lot of tension adjustment. This one doesn't take any tweaking at all, hardly. I was looking for something and I can't find it. But anyways, I'm going to do some denim and some leather and some different designs for you in a second. Getting off course a little bit. Okay. 6 layers of denim. Nice, smooth job on 6 layers of denim, and I'm not going full speed. I wanted to keep it kind of slow so you can see what's going on the video. Nice. And this will use any slant shank attachment, like if you want to get a ruffler or anything like that, or a walking foot, it uses the slant shank. This is 8 layers of woven upholstery. Kind of a coarsely woven fabric. Pulls through nicely. Your pressure on the presser foot adjustment is inside the nose piece here. A little dial. How about 4 layers of garment leather? It does very nicely on the leather. Don't hesitate irritation at all. Of course, it's not meant to make a nice sheath or anything like that. Very, very nice consistent stitch on the garment leather. Now you will be getting all these fabric samples with the machine. Last but not least, I'm going to do a delicate fabric. This is 2 layers of sheer chiffon. We're going to loosen up the tension a little bit. And of course, if you're going to do a delicate, you might want to go to a smaller needle, like an 11 or a 14. I am using a 16. But as you can see, it did a nice job on the delicate fabric. Very nice. And that is the Singer 603 Auto Reel, all metal, gear-driven touch and sew, with all original accessories.